On to you Leos out here. So you Leos actually have the Seven of Swords, the Page of Swords, and then you Leos have the Hierophant. So overall, you Leos definitely are, you know, you have a brand new mentality, excuse me, that is working for you. And you know, people can show you a little bit right now that they want to get into a relationship with you, but you Leos are not having any of that. You Leos don't care to be in a relationship. Y'all are pretty much asking yourselves, what is that? You know, and because you Leos know what type of time it is. Some people only like you right now because you're getting your stuff together and you're going to be making way more money than you usually do. So, right, this new job that you have probably got a promotion. And so, you're probably working for yourself, right? And you have some savings and stuff like this that you can essentially put into the business and that it'll work for you. You have a plan. And like it is, as I said before, people like you because you actually pushing towards something. But those same individuals, would they have liked you if you didn't have your own? More probably no. And so the Hierophant represents you Leos just knowing what type of time it is, the divine guidance, right? You know to not trust these people. The Three of Pentacles and the Three of Wands, right? Hang out with people that care about you before all of that. That never showed like they were going to switch up on you. That never seemed to have some sort of a problem with you Leos. And the Three of Wands, which represents how you Leos have so much ahead of you. And not only that, but you have so much planned, which is a good thing because it means that you actually are thinking about your moves and you're thinking about what you're going to do next, which is great. So hang out with people who know you, who never switch up, who ain't planning on switching up, who rock with you from before, and you'll be all right because those people more than likely won't steer you wrong. And then you have the Knight of Wands and the Four of Cups, which represents how you Leos, you're traveling through life, traversing through life and everything like that. And you just have your head on your shoulders and what it is that you Leos want to do. But the Four of Cups represents other people, like I said before, specifically the people that you're not with. They're most definitely disliking the fact that you Leos are not in a relationship with them because they didn't expect you Leos to do something amazing. Now, I don't know why, but they wanted to give you a difficult time, because let's face it, people give you a difficult time just to be giving you a difficult time a little bit. And that's not really a good thing because if you have self-respect, anybody who has self-respect, they don't want a person to be giving them a difficult time. You know what I mean? Not too much. Like if they interact with the person and then the person is like, why, what's going on? They're going to be like, all right, never mind. Don't worry about it. But that's what they did, right? That's what they did. Even if it's a new person, you Leos, the way that you Leos are dressing and carrying yourselves and stuff like this, people are looking at you up and down and they see like you're coming into money. And it's not necessarily because you're wearing jewelry or any of that stuff. Some of you might be, but like the way that it is that the way that you're carrying yourself is nice and neat, tidy, clean, right? It may have a little bit of money behind it. Not much, a little bit. And the thing is that the Nine of Swords and the Four of Swords right here speaks to how, and since that's the case, a lot of you, a lot of you Leos, you don't want people to treat you any differently because you may be coming into money. And so when a person treats you with over respect, you Leos will tend to actually get turned off by it. As opposed to if you Leos were to meet someone and they're just respectful, it really doesn't matter to whom, they're going to talk to any and everybody the same way, right? And so a lot of you Leos will more than likely like that because, this person isn't, because it means that this person isn't sizing up importance and value They just speak to pretty much everyone the same way, where it doesn't matter if it's a vagrant or if it's the president of the United States. They're going to show everybody respect, regardless of to who or what, right? And I hope the CIA don't come knocking on my door because I talked about respect. You know what I'm saying? I'm just making a point. You know, you know, yeah. But anyway, I'm Moorish American. I'm Moorish American. So, but for you Leos, you also have the Four of Swords, and the Justice represents how, and so again, like the Four of Swords, it's amazing how people really counted you out, but the Justice is about how they're not counting you out now. You know, you're ready for pretty much anything. You're ready. You come in peace, but the sword is still in the background. The sword is still, you know what I mean, in a chair behind, meaning that, you know, you Leos, you still can defend yourself. So no one better come to you with some dysfunctional stuff, because you Leos are expecting it, but you're not going for it. But you come in peace. So you Leos aren't going for anybody that's gonna like hang around you just for the sake of you Leos getting more money. Why? You're still the same Leos, you're still the same people regardless. So it doesn't matter if the person doesn't like you for for your value. You're not going to hang out with that person. So if that's the plan that a person had, which is to hang out with you Leos, expecting you to kind of like pay for them and take them out on dates and stuff like this, that ain't gonna work. So let's clarify the Justice. So to clarify, you have the perspective, the Five of Ariel, Eight of Gabriel, the Sun card, which is you Leos, mind you. So you showed up in your own reading. And then you Leos also had the Nine of Gabriel. So this is my point. The fact that the perspective, the Five of Ariel and the Eight of Gabriel, to clarify the Justice, is about how you Leos, it depends on the perspective. For you Leos, your attitude may not have changed, but to some people, money is everything. And it tells a tale about how they treat people based upon how much money they have or they are perceived to have. And so the Sun card and the Nine of Gabriel speaks to how, since you Leos aren't going for that, you'll be able to figure out fairly quickly who is who. And you won't be down with it. You won't be going for it. You Leos won't be rocking with them because of how it is that they move in. But that's pretty much it. You Leos are doing a great job. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. I'm at 20,430 something. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. And I think I'm about to start making videos like this, less nonsense attached to it, more so straightforwardness, more of what you want, less of what you don't. Peace.